Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys this morning, right here on the Wine Run podcast. I just woke up a while ago, and I kind of have a busy day today. Today is my father's birthday, and yeah, I'm hoping that we're able to get together with family, but it just depends on what everyone's schedule is looking like. And I'm waiting for his gift to come in from Amazon. And yeah, I'm really excited for him to have it. I will share with you guys maybe tomorrow what his gift is. And he has another gift coming in tomorrow as well. So I was trying to get them delivered together today at the same time and earlier than between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night. That would be nice. But it should be fine. Hopefully I have faith in a delivery driver that he will bring it a lot more sooner than 5 o'clock. I'm hoping. But anyhow, yeah, last night, Rob and we did a premiere of this episode, and it was going well until it just stopped. So we were having technical difficulties. Excuse me. Mind you, I just woke up. Do I sound like it? Yeah, I'm not as loud right now. But yes, so I will be kicking it with you guys in the chat, and thank you guys for joining me this it's early for me. 10:30. Yes, that's early for me. I'll be kicking it with you guys in the chat and figuring out what I'm going to have for breakfast. Is it still breakfast? No idea. But anyhow, so yeah, enjoy the rest of this episode, and yes, hopefully we won't have any more tech difficulties, and yeah, let's get into the rest of this unsatisfied with Rob's package. Here we go. They're
I know.
stealing. They're
But I did say a
stealing.
prayer, and I was like, if she needed it, then fine, I guess. I mean, whatever.
No, no,
I'm gonna get my refund.
that's not good enough for me.
I know, but it had to be good enough for me because I wasn't gonna get out of being pissed off about it.
Oh my gosh. I would have wrecked that bitch's car. Like, there, now you won't be able to work ever.
Right? Yeah.
That would be good enough for me. Yes. Yes. Take her
Yeah.
car because she's using it to scam and steal from people.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel better now?
No, because I need to know.
You need to know.
Yes, I need to know.
What do you need to know? She stole my stuff.
I need to know if she has a car or not.
Well, she did
Then
have
I'll
a
be
car, so
happy
she stole-
if she don't have a car.
Oh,
Yeah, see?
well, that was what, like 6 months ago.
Still fresh in my head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
then so
that's my
today-
job.
So today, last night, I made a pretty big order, right? It was like 20-something items, and it was like a case of water. So usually when it's stuff like that, yes, I want them to come to the back, because not because it's annoying that I have to go all the way to the front to go get it. It's heavy stuff. It's a bunch of stuff, but also for the driver, because I don't want them to feel like, oh, I got to carry all this stuff, right? So if they come through the back, it'll be easier for both of us. So I put that there, come through the back, let me know when you're here if you need help. So usually I do track them, and then it showed me that they were in the front. So I hit them up because it said you could text them or call them. So I hit them up, and I was like, hey, can you come through the back? Because I knew it was a bunch of stuff. I knew I had water. I knew I had like laundry detergent, a whole bunch of heavy stuff. So I was like, can you just come in through the back? And then my mom, bless her heart, she went to the front to go tell the driver, because I was like, oh crap, they went to the front. And then she's like, oh, well, I'll go tell them. But then she left with the keys to go open the gate, and I'm like, no, don't open the gate, have them come through the back. That way I can help them carry the heavy stuff. And then, but she still took the keys. She went over there, and then I guess the driver read my message, and they came to the back. But then I had to help the driver and go get my mom. So I was like running around, trying to be like, mom, because she had the tip, she had the money in her hand. She took the money with her in case they were gonna leave the stuff out there in the front. So I was like, oh, this is horrible. Now I gotta go find my mom because he's gonna take off without the tip, and then I can't tip him through the app anymore. So it was, I was all running
Yeah.
around, but it
Aw.
all worked out. She came last minute, gave him the tip, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say include that in your notes. Don't be
what?
like if you need help. Like don't say that. Just say yo, let me know when you're here and I'll come out and help.
Hmm.
So just I would say like put that in there. Don't say
Yeah,
if
but
you
then what
need
if I'm
help.
not here? What if I'm not here and my mom can't do that? She's gonna be able to carry the water.
Well then you
They
would
would have
change
to bring
the,
it to
the
the door.
thing.
It's a, I guess.
I guess. I know it's kinda tough, but
On the app, it is harder to change it than on the computer. On my Amazon thing, my Amazon Prime, I can't. What's it called? When I go to what is it called? The thing that you said, leave the instructions. I can't do it.
mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I can type it all out and everything, but it never gives me the save button. It doesn't. It's not illuminated.
Oh
So I don't know
what?
what that's
That's
about.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something
Huh.
missing, but it never tells me like, oh, complete this part or nothing. It just I can't do anything about it. So maybe I have to go through the desktop to
Yeah,
do it.
because they have that button.
But
They have that button.
yeah, it's dim. It's not lit. The button.
That button.
Did you make room on your thing for recording?
Yes, I did.
We're using
Yeah, I
it
ran
all
out of
up to
space,
talk about my
everyone.
delivery.
Say what?
I think we're using it to talk about my delivery mishaps.
Oh, they're not just yours, it's mine too, as a driver, and you know it. You know it because you're with me on my deliveries, whether it's on the phone or in person. You're hearing the rampage.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to get you some drives or something for your recordings.
My what?
For your recordings.
Drives?
Yeah, like what are they called? Portable drives.
Oh,
Portable
yeah,
drives.
I need some. Yeah, I need some of those. I forgot how much I paid for this other one that I've had for freaking years. It's like a dinosaur, but it. I
You
don't
don't
even
have
know if
a
that's a what.
you don't have a cloud service for that?
I do, but I don't know how to set it up. I'm gonna have to look up how to do it.
Yeah,
YouTube
'cause
it
I
because
don't
I'm
really
paying
trust them
for
anymore.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying for it. It's just like I don't know. I think I need to set up the save, like where to save it. I think
Yeah.
I just need to set that up and then test it,
Yeah.
see what happens, and then it just disappear. But it's saved somewhere.
Oh no.
It's
No.
saved somewhere that I don't have access to.
Yeah.
It's saved to something that I didn't know I had, but signed up for years ago. Isn't
Yeah.
that like all of us now?
Yeah.
Like, what's your password? I don't fucking know. Oh,
Yes,
it says that
we
you
need a
have an
password.
account. No, I don't. Like, yeah, you do. It has your fucking email
Oh yeah, like
or
my
some
Spotify.
possum that signed you up for something.
Yeah, see? You knew exactly where I was going with that.
Uh,
That's what happened with Spotify. You know what happened too with ButcherBox?
What's Butcher
Somebody signed me up
Box?
for that meat delivery to your home.
Oh yeah, marshmallow,
Somebody
marshmallow
used my
way.
information, and I was like, because they were like, "Oh, welcome back," and I was like, "What do you mean, welcome back? I don't have a service with you." And I tried to sign up with my email, and they were
Ew.
like, "Would you like to recover your password?" I'm like, "Yes, I want to recover my
Ooh.
password, and I want to change my address, drop off my stuff to my house." But
And mine.
yes, and send you some sausage, babe.
And sausage.
Some
And yours
sausage.
too, babe. Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
No, come back, come back, come back.
Yes, babe.
Yeah, we're gonna
Damn.
have to do some
We know a
kind
lot of
of
scam artists, babe.
yeah, that is true.
Yep.
Well, we'll do that. What's that? What's that noise?
Oh, I opened the window because, like I said, I felt like I was gonna pass out.
Oh,
So I have my window open, and that's a moving truck, I think, outside.
damn, Seagate. Well, what is it? Best Buy has a Seagate 4 terabyte external drive or portable drive for $99.99.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cheap for 4 terabytes.
Ooh, save it.
Damn.
Was that you said Best Buy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Best Buy by your relatives that's close by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Best Buy around there.
Damn.
I
There's
know.
a 20 terabyte one. That's like $300.
Ooh. Shit.
$279.
Hmm.
I still think we should go with some kind of cloud service or something, babe, because
No, I have
these
one.
drives.
I have
What?
one. I pay every month for it.
For what?
for
One
our
time or
episodes
whatever.
that we're keeping.
Oh,
But I quit transferring them because YouTube is like its own storage unit.
mm, okay.
You
So
guys
you're gonna
hear that?
delete this
You
after
hear
you,
that
yeah.
whistling sound? Okay, yeah, that's
Yes.
stupid. They need WD fucking 40 on their brakes. Hold on, let me close the
Ooh,
window.
okay.
Okay.
There's a Western Digital 4 terabyte for 79.99. That's pretty good. That's a good brand. So if you're in the market for portable drives, I would go with Seagate and Western Digital. Those are the ones that I buy, and I've never had an issue with them. The only reason why I'm telling Audi to get a cloud service is because these things are going to be extinct soon. So not everybody uses portable drives anymore. Everybody just uploads to cloud services, storage services. So
Yeah, and then Elon Musk is gonna get rid of all these fucking cloud services.
yeah, that's what sucks too, because I mean, there's no way to back it up unless
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about them, but unless you can, what is it called? Compress your files, download them to your computer. You can also do that, compress them, so it saves space.
Mm-hmm. But how long
But
is that gonna take over how many things that you have?
yeah, that's true.
And then your whole fucking computer is gonna see the blue screen.
Oh yeah, like mine yesterday. Dang it! I'm over here telling you guys what to do, and I can't even fix my own shit. Never mind, don't listen to me.
Well, I didn't say that for that. It's just surprise blue screen.
Yeah, it did have a happy face. Oh, I think I deleted the picture. I was gonna send it
It
to
had
you.
a happy face,
Yeah, it had a happy
not a
face on the
sad
side. I'm like,
face.
oh, something went wrong.
Have a
And I was
nice
like,
day.
you
Like a
mother
big fuck you.
cracker.
Ooh,
Yeah.
no, hell no.
Well, that's okay. We'll figure stuff out, babe. It's alright.
Yes, babe.
You wanna get into the episode now? We always do this.
Yes.
We're
And
always like an
we're,
hour.
ooh, 30 30.
Nice.
30 30. Yeah, we're like 30 minutes in
Okay.
since we've been back from our break.
Yeah. 2 hours ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Do you remember where we left off?
yeah, well, it cuts me off like it always does. Yeah, I forget.
I think we were on the second part. We see the world differently.
Hmm.
So do you see
How
the
do you
world
see the
differently, or
world?
how do you see it?
How do I
I
see the
see
world
it.
differently? Go ahead. Go, 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 go.
No, you.
No, you.
um, well, spiritually, the way that I see it, obviously, I feel like we're running out of time. People don't care. People have given up hope. Um, in a modern way, I think people are just too content where they are, even if they're miserable. It's like people aren't even trying to get out of misery anymore. And I don't know. It's hard as a I was gonna say as an empath, as a compassionate person. I want people to want better for themselves, but at the same time, it's like, well, if people are happy there, then just leave them there. I do want to do that. I do want to leave people where they are, but at the same time, it's like I feel bad because I don't know if they even realize where they're at. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do see the world very different than what it is in both ways, and either way, it still sucks. And I think that that's why I have such a hard time. Like last night when I was, in a dark place, because I want to do whatever it takes to help. No, I know that I'm not gonna fix the world. I know that, so I'm not trying to. I want it to be. Oh no, that was part of what I saw this morning. I want it to be just. I don't know. I just wish people would find some kind of hope and happiness somewhere. And it gets heavy for me. Like I said, I feel the world, I feel the people, I feel nature, I feel everything. So when it gets heavy for me, I know that there is change. I mean, it's inevitable to have change. Something's gonna snap. People are gonna snap, or just something's gonna shift. So when I start feeling that way, and then I'm just like, okay, I need to just brace for it because something's gonna happen, and usually it does happen. Not always good things, and that's what sucks because it's like we could avoid all this if we just change our mindset. And that's the crazy thing, is just how small of a change it takes to completely change your life. If you start seeing like everything that's negative, if you stop seeing it so negative and just say, okay, I know what it is, but I'm just gonna pretend like it's not. I know there's a little bit of delusion there, but it just changes your perspective, and then you start appreciating things. And when you start appreciating things, then change happens in your life. I wish people would see that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
You're like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, a little.
Nah, I know.
Well, I'm I see. Well, we have different perspectives. I not I think we do. Um, for me, everybody thinks the world is fine, and at times I do get like that too. Like it's just like everything's fine. Like we've been adapting to change. There's gonna be change, and if I'm fine with that, you all should be fine with it. But it's things that people knowingly do that they know they shouldn't do, and they just continue to do it. That's what pisses me off the most. And let me go back to it. We see the world differently. Yes, when somebody's being negative about everything, I am good at seeing the good things, even though I know the opposite of that, which is more truthful than something that is good. Like I can see the good in the world, but everything is still bad. Something that people will be like, oh, what's the use? Or like, oh, there's no way in hell. Or, like they kind of carry on with that attitude. And it's just like, I can't be hearing that shit right now because I choose, like, I fight things accordingly, I guess. Like, I'm not going to worry about something like way far off unless it has to do with my own personal shit. Like, when you guys go to the art struggles, you guys are going to hear me, like, be worried about an art show that's coming in August. And we're kind of nowhere near August, but if you live in my timeline, it's just like right there. And I'm already feeling like that I'm doing it last minute. Like that's kind of different. And I think most of us are like that. We just don't share it enough, right? That's why people seem to move slow in front of me, and that's annoying. Like I'm just gonna fucking say it. Like it's fucking annoying. Like the way people move and things. And it's like that's what I would bring to light most of the time. So when somebody's like, oh, I just don't see the use. I just don't see me putting forth in this cause. And it's like, well, you kind of should. So like seeing the world differently is like, that's what it looks like to me. That's what it's showing me how like everybody's world is different than to somebody's that is spiritual. So it's like a modern world, like, yeah, it's mostly bad and there are some good things in it, but it's like, I just see it being torn down a lot more quicker than what people even realize. And because they don't realize it, like they're not seeing how much it has brought good to, let's say, the community or to a specific group of people. So it's like getting rid of a high school for a parking lot, or getting rid of a church for apartment buildings, like a metro center or something like that. And it's like that's it's heartbreaking, and people just don't see it. They don't see it because it's like, oh, well, it's a parking lot is a lot more useful thing than an old folks home. So it's like, well, with all that fucking money, why don't you guys just take your stuck up nose in the air people and move to fucking Mars or somewhere? But we just all see the world differently. But see how I took it like negatively? Like that's just where my mind goes. And is that me being open-minded? I think so, depending on who you ask. But
you see the world in black and white, and I see it in white and black. It's still the same, and sometimes we do switch. Sometimes
it's inverted.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good. No, you're making good points right now.
For me, I can switch, and it depends. Obviously, like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
See, you fight things also accordingly too. That's what you're saying right now. Okay, go ahead.
So with people, because usually it's with other people. I'm pretty okay with. I was gonna say I'm okay with where I'm at, but I am going back to number one of these things. But so usually when I see a person or when I'm dealing with a specific person, I always ask them, what is it that's keeping them this way, and where do they want to be? So depending on what they say, for example, someone might feel stuck, right? And they're like, oh, I just feel like everything's impossible right now. I'll be like, okay, well, what do you need to get done right now? What's the fastest and smallest thing that you can get out of the way? Because to them, in the moment, it feels huge, right? When you're stuck, it just feels so much bigger than what it actually is. And a lot of times, even if it is something big for the person, if they're doing it alone, that's what makes it bigger for them. So usually I'll ask, how can I help you get to it, or how do we fix it? And then they'll give me an example, or they'll tell me something, and then I'll be like, okay, let's get it done. So somehow I see it. I see how it's going to work. And I'm like, okay, let's just do this. And they're like, it's not that simple. And I'm like, just help me do it. We get it done. And once they see it done, they're like, oh, crap, it wasn't that bad. And it motivates them to keep going, because I'm not going to help them get their whole life together. I can't do it for them. But if I help them focus on like the smallest thing, and we do it together, if they ask me for help, then yeah, I will. But I'm not going to do it for them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And the same way in reverse, if somebody's like, oh no, all I got to do is put another $100 into this, and invest another $100 into this, and it'll make me money, and I just got to keep investing, and I know that.
Or it's like, pay this extra $2.99 to get your package on Monday, but with your free Prime membership, you'll still get it Monday.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, why are you paying that? But a lot of times people are holding on to something that it's either not good for them, it's not paying them off, or it's just causing them more heartache. And I'll be like, okay, it's time to let it go. You got to stop beating this dead horse. You got to let it go. And again, they don't see it. So if I'm there to help them through it or whatever it is, because I know it's hard. I know it's hard to give up on things, whether it's things or people, something that you put your hope in. If you have to let it go, it's hard and you don't want to do it. But if you have somebody there with you to help you get through it, then it becomes easier. So you're sharing the load. So that's usually how I help people through stuff. But again, it just depends on the situation, whether I have to be white or I have to be black. But that's the thing. I can't be either one. I don't always see everything in the positive way when it has to be the opposite. So that's just how I deal with things. I'm not gonna tell somebody like, oh, your mom's dying. Oh, that's great. She's about to be saved.
Like,
even if that is
she's
true,
going
right?
to heaven.
Right? I'm not just gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like,
that's just Rob. That's him. Like, yay, she's going to see Jesus.
Yes.
Bless
But at the
his
same time,
Hawaii.
I'm not just gonna come out and tell someone that, right? Because I know it's hard to hear in the moment. But just like, okay, well, can we just pray real quick, or you just want me to be here silent? I will do that. But yeah, we do see the things different, and I think that's a good thing because, like I said, it depends on the situation. It depends on what's going on. You'll be able to help people that way. Now imagine if I was all negative all the time too. Just come in and be like, just let her go, take her off the fucking machine.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, good riddance. Oh my gosh, like you're stressing the whole family out, and if you just pass away, you're like, but that's like me though. Like to me,
no, you're not.
Well, that's what I would like people that I know to be shitty.
Okay.
Like I would.
That's different.
Yeah, and that it is horrible because okay, like people that I know, let's say like family or whatever, and like you're hearing the discussions that your family are having about this person that's dying of old age or like a sickness, and nobody wants to take care of the poor person, and it's just like you're really bringing down the whole family. Now it'd be completely different if the patient was a pain in the butt, then I would be like, yeah, why are you holding on for? Jeez, like you're sucking the life out of people around you that are trying to help you. Like yeah, it's just time for you to go.
Yeah.
Like your boots are outside, strap them up and, be on your merry way. I'll make you a sandwich or two.
See? You're compassionate.
Yeah, because I don't want no one talking shit to me. And it's like, you guys are the ones that are fucking arguing. I'm just packing a lunch. Yeah. Just in case. Because none of you guys sound like you want to do it, so I'll do it. Yeah. But, yeah, when it comes to shitty people, I'm just like, yeah, you guys just move. You got to move the fuck on because you're trying to put yourselves above God and higher power and, whatever he or she may be, right? You don't live that way. Like that's not really your heart. Like that's not really how you live. So of course I'm gonna be like, yeah, you need to get the hell on off this earth, and I'm sure I wouldn't be the only one. It's just that I have a public platform that I'm actually saying it on, and I know people are just like, why don't you say it to our face? Like, yeah, we tried. We tried to tell you. So it's not us. That's why everybody's forgetting. Like it's not us. It's these people that you're hearing the same shit and you're doing nothing about it. You're not calling them out on it. You're still giving them ass pats. You're still giving them a go ahead to fucking lie. And you're a part of it. You're a part of blowing their big head asses up, And, you're going to have to explain yourself too. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's definitely, we see the world differently because a lot of people, they think it's fine. They think it's fine in their world or in this world where everyone is, we're all supposed to be equal. Like we're not. And that has nothing to do with like money status or business status or anything like that. It's just right and wrong. We do see things differently. Like, yo, that's not cool. That's not right. But everybody's like, oh, it's fine. Like, oh, that shit has nothing to do with me. And they can just go on being assholes. I think we covered have better memory. Like I told Rob.
From the opposite list right now with what we were talking about.
What do you mean?
With what we were explaining about different worlds, we covered a lot of the opposite side of open-minded.
Oh, so you want to focus on the positive side?
No, I mean, I think we covered a lot when we said that, how they see the world and everyone's against them and, all that.
Oh, so you want to go on to memory or you want to go on to higher life satisfactions?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't forget.
Okay, higher life satisfactions. Go on.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, what does that mean? I don't understand that one.
Open-minded, higher life satisfactions. Okay, so since I'm really good at the negative shit, like when like at the bottom it says will always be unsatisfied. Like they're unsatisfied with obviously the bad shit as you're supposed to, but they're also not satisfied with the good stuff, like the higher life things, which would be, like I said, a lot of these people that live the complete opposite, on the opposite side, they're not even happy with their children or about their children. They're not happy or, let's say, grateful about the family that they have or the jobs that they have. They just go out there and they just do it. And the only thing that brings them satisfaction is that they got a blunt that they can, enjoy when they get home, when they clock out, and that they have, beer in the fridge. So it's like they're not really like satisfied with anything higher than, let's say, their own same old, same old.
Yeah.
That's why I think in a previous episode I said they don't even have any goals because they know that their lives are over. Like they live their and it's like not even living their life to the fullest. But of course that's gonna look differently to everybody. But they're trying to make it look like, make it appear like they're living their lives to the fullest. But it's like, no, if that were the truth, then all of your bills would be paid, or you would have a lot of money, or you wouldn't be getting on platforms and talking shit to everyone like you're just this emotional roller coaster, and it fucking shows in the way you talk, the way you act, the way you live your lives, the way you talk to this person compared to this person. So it's like, no, you're not living your life to the fullest. Your life seems very fucking stressful, and I could see why you're unsatisfied. So I hope that gives you context right now as to, okay, higher life satisfactions. So what are you satisfied in your life as not just a modern person taking care of your modern responsibilities, but your spiritual self, like your higher self, higher life satisfactions? What does that look like for you?
Well, that's why I was asking, what does it mean? Because the way that I was looking at it was, am I just content or am I really satisfied? And is there a difference? Because I'm good with where I'm at, both spiritual and modern. Actually, I prayed about that today because I was like, maybe people think that I don't have any drive, like financial drive. I don't have any aspirations to be a fucking millionaire. That doesn't matter to me. And then I was thinking, like, maybe I'm holding people back. Like, they're counting on me to provide and stuff. And I'm over here like, oh, I'm good with having $1 to my name. I'm good with that. I'm satisfied because I spent the rest of my money on helping other people. And I also don't want people to see, this is the battle that I have. I don't want people to hear that and be like, oh, he's such a martyr. Like, he puts himself before, or puts other people before himself. And, like, he's painting this picture of, like, he's this saint or
He's
whatever.
content with himself where he's comfortable to do so. Stupid asses. Continue.
And, like, so I did pray about it because I was like, maybe I'm blocking my own blessings. Maybe there is money coming to me, because I feel it. I do feel when there's money coming. And for me, the way to block that is to be like, oh, I don't need it. And then am I really thinking about the people that I could help with that money? Obviously, that fear of like, oh, what if it makes me change? Because to me, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I have money, I'm going to use that money to help people. But then what if I do get the money and it doesn't go that way and it makes me selfish? So I'm like, I don't think paying that price is worth it. I'd rather not get it. I'll figure out another way to help people around me. But is that because I'm content with what I have? Or is that because I'm living higher satisfaction life? That's why I was asking, like, what's the difference? Because to me, it's just like, okay, for instance, and I don't even know where this came from, but I was saying, like, if you were going to the store and I asked you for a bottle of water and you were like, well, what kind do you want? And it's like the only one that came to mind is Dasani. I don't even know if there's a difference, but I was like, just give me a Dasani, right? And then you bring me something else because they didn't have Dasani. But to me, it's just like, oh, I'm good with it because it's still water. That's all I wanted. I don't care what kind of brand it is. I only said that name because you asked me for a name. So I'm satisfied with whatever you give me as long as it's water, right? If I ask you for a juice, bring me a juice. If I ask you for a soda, bring me a soda, please. But I'm not going to be like, oh, you brought me the wrong brand. Take this back. I don't want it. Like, I'm not going to do that. But is that because I'm satisfied with whatever I get? Or is that because I'm just content with it? Like, oh, this is good enough. I guess I'm not worth the Dasani, right? You couldn't have spent the extra $1 for the bottle, the glass bottle.
Shit, like, man, if I'm paying these kinds of prices, you're going to get me a fucking Evian. Okay, bitch. Yeah, Adi's so ungrateful.
No, you're not. I think people do think that too. Like, they hear you talk and they hear the things that you say, but they don't realize that that's not completely true if it comes down to it. If I brought you a bottle of water, you wouldn't be like, oh, it's not the kind that I buy. Take this back. You wouldn't do that. I know that that's probably what people hear, and they're like, oh, yeah, she would do that, but no. It's not. And I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm just saying that people are misconstruing what you're actually saying. Because you are grateful, you are considerate of other people too. That's why I was like, no, it's not true when you were saying that you would just be like, oh, I'll pack your lunch and here you go. You'll be on your way to death. You wouldn't do that. You cry for people that you don't even know, babe. You're way more considerate than I am. You're way more.
Yeah, I had an episode this morning, but it wasn't necessarily like for the people. It was more about the world, like nature, and the sake of the planet. And yeah, like and I kind of felt like I was crying because like it's not fair. Like, you know how kids cry like it's not fair,
Yeah.
that's the kind of moment. I mean, I'm not ashamed to that I felt like that, because at times you do feel so little. You do feel small. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I feel like nothing, or I feel like a speck. Like, I'm not saying that. It's just like, fuck, like, when the fuck people will get it that things just aren't right. But yeah, I do know what you're saying. Like, it's like people don't see that the way that I talk, like, or the examples that I give. It's just too, like, some people are like, oh, that's very unlikely, and it's just like, no, asshole, it's actually happening that way, and you guys just refuse to see it. And I do cry for nature. I do cry for the world. I cry for my creator. I cry for him. And I don't belittle no other belief or religion or anything, but it's just, I know the stories. I know what was taught and what was passed down. I cry for that. And it's the same thing. Rob sheds tears too about the things that he's reading in the Bible and the things that are coming to him and showing things, and it is unfair. It's fucking messed up, and we're actively seeing people just fucking everything up, like, right in front of us. And it's just like, we start to question ourselves, like, are we not doing what we're supposed to be doing? And that's a tragedy also. And it's like, man, I refuse to be like a part of this where we're allowing people to get away with it. And I feel like am I on topic or off topic?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm off topic.
No, you're good. I kind of laughed because it reminded me of when I was like, what if when we die, they tell us, like, you had it all wrong, man. You were supposed to enjoy everything. Now, see? Now this is the life you're going to have to live. And it's like, dang it. But see, I don't think I would change anything. I don't think that I would be like, oh, okay, you're saying that that I can be selfish and I can party my life away and I'm still going to be good in the afterlife, then let me go do that. I don't want to do that. I do have the chance to do it. I've had my years of going out to party. I was never a club type of person. I went to the club maybe twice, and I was like, I don't like this. I've never gone to a strip club. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. So if like, let's just say God was to tell me right now, like, hey, you only have a year, live it up. I wouldn't be like, oh, okay, now let me go to a club. Now let me go to a strip club. Now let me, live that life of like, oh, I'm just gonna die real quick. So it doesn't matter. I still wouldn't change who I am. So I think, I don't know where I was going with that. But I think that's why I was kind of laughing this morning after we did cry. I know we both cried because it's not fair. It's not fair how we treat God. It's not fair how we use God, how we use any religion, whatever you want to call it. Because I know that people call it source, people call it whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter, but we're using it in the wrong way. We're mistreating it. And then we ask, like, why are you treating me this way? Why are you punishing me? That's what I read in the Bible, and I was just like, when God answered them back, and he was like, you forsook me. You betrayed me. You left me here for other gods. And it's like, we do that. We do turn away from God, and then we wonder when we're so distant from him, why did he leave us? We blame him for the way we treat him. So, I don't know. That's what got us emotional this morning, because it was like, it's not fair. And that's why I was like, watch we die. And then, like, you were down there supposed to be enjoying life. You weren't supposed to be this philosophical. It is YOLO. Congratulations. Now you're dead. But,
well, I was crying this morning because it's just like, damn, people just do not know when enough is enough. Like, people they just wake up and go. They don't even wake up and think about what they should do that day. Like, okay, I get it. Yeah, you wake up and the first thing you got to do is go to work. I get it. You have no room in your brain to fucking think that, like, no room for even a prayer. Like, there's no, like, because I don't hear it. And I'm not saying like, oh, they should be praying to me or I should be eavesdropping on people's prayers. Like, I'm not saying that, but it's like, I just don't hear that coming out from those types of people that are putting themselves way the fuck up there. Like, they just get up and go, and like, just automatically just being a disrespectful person. And like, it's all about them. It's all about them getting money. It's all about them getting something, like, you better treat me with respect. Like, I'm the one that's this and that. What?
I'll be right.
Okay. And I don't understand why people just really can't take a fucking moment and just be like, I hope I have a good day, higher power protect my family, higher power make it a smooth day, no accidents, no altercations, no, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Like, it makes me so angry. Like people just really don't want to do that, but yet they're just like, oh, I'm this God-fearing person. And oh, just the fucking bullshit that comes out of these people's fucking mouths. Like, they need to be whipped in the mouth for speaking such bullshit. And it's like when are you gonna stop being like that? Like, don't you ever look at yourself and be like, you know what? That's enough. Like, that's enough. Like I want to be happy. I want to be honest. Like, if they really want to be a person of God, or like if they want to be a warrior or soldier for God, fucking act like it. Fucking do it. Don't just fucking say it and then just think that you could just act that ass. Just so you think people will lay off of you and not challenge you. Because I feel like people say it like, oh, I'm a so and so for God. I'm a so and so for this higher being. And I have a higher purpose. And just to get people to shut the fuck up and lay off of you. That's wrong and untrue. You're fucking lying. You're a liar. We're destroying the world without protecting it. And this world isn't ours. This world belongs to a higher being. And you're a part of destroying it. That's what breaks my heart. And it pisses me off. I was just so hurt this morning. Because it's just like, damn, these people are really sick in the fucking head. They're really sick. And everybody just excuses it. Like, oh, it's okay to be afraid. Or it's okay to be this sick thing. You know, like. And it's like, quit fucking telling people that it's okay. It's not okay. Mental illness is not okay. It's not. It's just, I just can't believe how fucked up the world is with the way that they talk with a bunch of sass and like getting this money. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, you're sick. You're disgusting. You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're phony. Like, you're all of these fucking things. You're not classy nor sophisticated. You're not smart. You're none of these fucking things that you're portraying, you know, like you're putting on this front. You're posing. And it's like, don't you fucking get tired of playing this character? You should be fucking tired of it. And it's just crazy that these people fucking, they don't see anything wrong with it. They don't see that it's a mental illness. And the whole fucking world excusing these fucking people. It's just unbelievable. And it's scary.
You okay?
Yes. But I'm going to keep speaking up about it. Because a lot of people do want us to shut the fuck up about it. Like, no, we're going to keep saying it. Even when it backfires on you, yeah, we're still going to talk about it. Because let's just say in hell, everything's fucking repetitive, so.
Welcome
yeah,
to
need
hell.
I say more?
Yeah,
Huh?
I said, welcome to hell.
Born in sin? Come on in.
Come on in. There you go. That's a good movie. What was it called?
Storm of the Century. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
But see, these people, they won't get the movie. They would just be like, oh, that guy's evil. But it's like, he's telling the truth. Yeah, he is Satan. He is Satan, but look at these people in that fucking town, all not doing right. And he was just calling them out, but he's evil. Two motherfuckers burnt down like a warehouse plant. And how many fucking men and women lost their jobs? A couple hundred people lost their jobs. And then the devil was like, oh, but you two got your revenge. And that's all that matters, right? That's the truth. So who's the real fucking asshole? It's not Satan. He just said what they did. I fucking love that movie. Love that movie. Because it's the truth. That's. See what he's done throughout that entire fucking movie? Yeah, that's my job. That's why I love that movie so much. But see, nobody would get it. No one would get the movie. They're just like, oh, it's just a story by Stephen King. That's it. That's all it is to people. It's just a fucking movie. It's just a book. It's just for entertainment. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, figures you would say that because you're doing the same dirt that these fuckers in that movie were doing. Anyway. Ugh. So, I want to go over the opposites So hopefully now, maybe, I don't know, because I'm going to reread it right now, but hopefully everything that we talked about previously is going to make a lot of sense when I read this. So opposite, they're drawn to bigger crowds for attention to be coddled. Yes, we covered that. They want sympathy. Anyone who will listen to their rants, they think the entire world hates them. So they'll hate and blame the world for it. They don't remember the true / honest version of what really happened. And they will always be unsatisfied. You want to touch on any one of those, babe?
No, because I feel like that's what I was talking about earlier. That we covered all the opposites. Maybe if you talk about something, I'll chime in.
Okay. Let me see. I think we did cover everything, but the one that's sticking out to me, and we can just talk about it really quickly, is they don't remember the true / honest version of what really happened. There's a lot of that lately, I feel. If you say things right back to them and, you know, for example, telling them how they really are, they just put on an act. Like, they just, like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not me. Or, like, oh, there you go, making up stuff. Because I believe that was one of the comments that this person put somewhere out there. And it's like, you kind of do the same shit. But you want to play stupid right now, as if you never said such thing. So it's like, it's either you don't remember, or, you know, if you don't remember something, it's either not important or it's not the truth. So which one is it? Or you just lipping off like how you always do. So I think a part of being open-minded is you're open-minded, but you're mindful of what you say. Or open-minded, you're just really trying to just get the helpful thing or the solution or the information out there. And you're just really trying to, help the situation. Not so much as fix the situation, but help the situation. And somebody that they don't know something to be, like, they don't remember true and honest things. It's like, yeah, okay, you're very closed off to the thing that you could be helping. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I don't lie. It takes way too much brain power to keep up a lie. You forget who you told what to. It's just harder to keep up with that stuff than to just be, like, honest about everything with everyone. Then you don't have to work. For me, it's too much brain power. I don't have it. I don't have the capability to remember my lies, who I told what to. If I made something up, I don't. No, I'd rather keep it honest, keep it true. That way, when someone does confront me about something I said, I know I said it or I didn't. So that was also something I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if we have time now. And I don't know, maybe it could be a whole episode, but about honesty and is there such a thing as too honest? Because I didn't think there was such a thing, but I was given an example, and I mean, it made sense. But at the same time, to me, it's like, well, you still have to be honest, though. So I don't know, maybe we could talk about that later or some other time. But
yeah,
as far as when it comes to this, or to the opposite of being open-minded, right? That's what it was, open-minded? The thing that was sticking out to me after I said no, I wasn't going to talk about it. Well, not that I wasn't going to talk about it, but I was just like, nah, I don't need to touch on it, was the need to be in a crowd. And I guess it kind of makes sense with the whole keeping track of your lies and stuff. It's hard, but at the same time, if you're in a crowd of the same type of people, then you don't have to worry about being confronted about something you said. And it is for the attention.
No wonder they hang out in crowds.
Yeah, because sometimes too, the more people there are, it's like, how do you know that I said that? Unless it's like an audio recording where you hear me saying it, then you must have thought it was me, but it wasn't me who said that. It's like, oh, me and whoever sound the same, so it was them. You just confused it and you thought it was me. But yeah, I find that weird how you're in a crowd looking for attention, seeking sympathy, but at the same time you don't want it, because when people are giving it to you and it's genuine, you're turning away from it. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But again, neither does lying, and I know a lot of people do it. So
they sure do.
I think, what was it? What was the actual wording for the opposite of, well, always be unsatisfied? I mean, I think that speaks for itself. If they're not satisfied with their life, then it just has to be the opposite.
If they were open-minded, I think they would be a lot more joyous, I think. Yeah, you know, it's good to know things. It's good to go places. It's good to try new things. It's, you know, you meet a lot of different people, and yeah, it has its sucky benefits. Look at who you're talking to, who you're listening to right now. You know,
What do you mean?
you know, because I am open minded, and like I've done, I would say in my opinion, I've done a lot more things than I think most modern people have done because they aren't so open minded. You have people that, you know, are very racist. You have a lot of people that only stick to a certain status, or like there's people that are afraid to go places. They're afraid to have conversations. They only stick to the one thing that they know, or they only eat at a certain place, or, you know, like they're just scared of everything and everybody. Like, oh, I don't like to go out in the rain. You know, it's I don't like to touch anything dirty or sticky. And, you know, these people, like, yeah, they may have tried it once, but it's like it's just that once. And maybe I'm being a hypocrite, but like there's just certain things that, like, yeah, I wouldn't go near again, but I would still be open to it if I had to. Like, I'm not gonna let that side take the best of me to where I'd be like, fuck it, I'll do it again. Watch me. Because, you know, we can take it back to we can take it back to, which one is it? I think it was number one. Or no, it was number two. I like a challenge. So I will constantly challenge myself, even though I'm afraid of something, or like I'm just like, nah, like I don't have no fucking interest in that. But if I see something on the other side of that, shit, I'm like, step aside, you know, and I would do it. I would try it. I think I'm open minded enough like that. Like, yeah, I was scared of this thing 10 years ago, but I'll challenge myself now to see if I'm still afraid of it, or if it's going to have the same effect on me or not. So it's almost like now I know how it really works, or what it really does to me. Maybe it'll be different this time. See, that's where I think people are closed minded, because they're still, I don't think it's too much as fear, but they would have the mindset like, oh, I did this 10 years ago and fuck it, I'm not doing it again. I don't have to do it again. I don't need to do it again. I'm happy with where I'm at. And it's like, okay, well, this thing that's challenging you could change your life for the better. Because right now you're still unsatisfied. But maybe when you try this thing, you'll be satisfied. No, I'm good. See, they still want to be closed-minded. They still want to be closed. Like, no, you can't tell me nothing. I'm done with it. Not going there. Not gonna try it. I don't need to try it. So you're not open-minded. You're scared of challenges.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this about wraps it up. What do you think?
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you, babe, so much for joining me on this episode.
Thank you for having me.
And I think my parents are home.
Babe. Oh no. She's choking.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, Shawa! I'm recording. Huh?
Check your IG before we go.
Like right now?
Your IG.
Like
Yeah.
right now? Where the fuck is my phone?
I don't know,
Where's
but I
my
heard it.
phone? Okay, I have my phone right next to the mic, and let's see if it's gonna give us that static, because we're trying to debunk something. Ooh, sick. Do you like
Yo.
it?
Yes.
Are they the right size?
Yes.
Oh,
They're the standard
nice.
size. I like to put it.
Yay. Oh, these are badass.
Mm.
You want to tell the people?
Yep. Well, did we even tell them? I think you
Oh,
started telling them.
shit.
I don't know if you told them. I don't think you
Yeah,
did.
okay, well, the package that I was panicking about got delivered. And yeah, I purchased Rob some sick ass colored index cards. Or I did. That's I was like indexes, sex
No,
cards.
insect cards. Yeah.
insect cards or insects
Insect
cards.
Oh,
They're pretty sick.
yeah, they're cool. I like them. Thank you, babe. So in
Yes,
case you
you're
guys
very
don't
welcome.
remember, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't. I don't know. I think it cut off when you were explaining that. But last night
Yeah,
when
I
I
don't
was doing the
remember.
spaces, I mentioned that I wanted to get some index cards for my notes on the Bible to write down scripture. And Audrey was
Yes,
like,
you
"Oh,
better get
really?
started, babe.
I already have some that I'm gonna write down. But yeah, she bought me some. They're cool. I like them. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
So you guys are getting a first-hand look at how I react to things. I'm over here like really messing with
Hi,
the cards.
Mom.
I love them.
Are you guys home?
I like it.
Because we're about to end the cast. Yes. That way everyone outside can see inside my office. That's okay. Yeah, just leave it like that. Oh my gosh. Yes, Rob and I have teenagers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
Oh no. Wait, babe.
What?
Stop. Oh my gosh. See,
What?
why is it okay? There you are. My mom turned on the light and you got connected to the speakers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but now you're back on my yeets.
Yeah, you.
I barely
Okay.
touch my over the ear headphones. I just barely touch it with, let's say, the fuzzies on my skin, and it fucking just hangs up on him.
Yeah.
Yes, oh my gosh. And he's like, I got yeeted, you yeeted me. So he calls my headphones the yeets.
They're yeets. They're not beats. They're yeets. That's funny.
Yes, that shit was funny when he said that. Oh my gosh,
Yeets.
babe.
Thanks, babe. I love them.
The cards?
Yeah. I'm all messing with them. You hear me just shuffling them?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yay. Yeah, I thought you would like color coordinate them by chapters or something like that.
Yeah. Yes, babe.
Yay, babe. I'm happy you like them.
Maybe I can cut them in half, like double. I don't know.
Do you want more?
We'll see. No.
I can send you more.
No.
You
I'll tell you.
sure?
Yes, I'll tell you if I need more, babe.
Yes, let me know.
Okay.
Let me know. Let me know.
Thanks, babe.
Well, thank you everyone for pressing play and joining us on this premiere. And don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys either on the Why Run Podcast exclusives. You guys can check the link and check the webpage for that. And yeah, we will see you guys right back here next week on the next Why Run Podcast Live. Peace.
Bye.